Hey, welcome. Lovely to see you, my stars. I'm ready to start the third Ace Attorney game. I do see I owe you something though, so I did notice that. All right. Hydration. There we go. Y'all are getting in earlier and earlier. But yeah, hi. Welcome. So, we have the beginning of the third Ace Attorney game, Trials and Tribulations. I have no clue where this one's gonna go. I just know that it's gonna go somewhere pretty fast, probably. Or very slow. But it's gonna go somewhere. Huh. Squeezing two before streaming start. Oh fuck, you're right. Wait. Where's my game? There's Steam. Quick. Shit. There we go. Yeah, fair. Let's see. And there, now I've got the game. There is probably going to be a murder. You're right. You're right. I do support that guess. Excuse you. Fucking windows. Fair. I should stay hydrated. It's definitely in my best interest. You think... Okay. Calling bids for what the first case will be. We got Savvy calling Maya accused for murder for the third time. Wait, no. Third time, yeah? Oh! Thank you for this. Whose sub was that? I didn't get a notification for an actual sub, but it popped up as a thank you, whoever. Huh. On that note, whatever my notification was on about. On that note, remember to renew your subscriptions for if you are a Prime subscriber. Oh, okay. We got one bit on Maya, one bit on Larry. How do those work? How do the prediction polls work? Do you want to do a prediction poll? Gumshoe. That face. Jeff, if you're watching this, money please. But you know, honestly, I mean, I'm just getting into it. Oh. Maya, Larry, I vote for Gumshoe. And Pearl. Alright. And we have a vote for Phoenix being the one that's being defended in the first case. Alright. So I am hearing basically a vote for just about every recurring character. Phoenix and Guilty actually. Okay, so you get double payout if it's Phoenix. Double payout of this imaginary system because we didn't actually start a poll. If it's Phoenix, but only if he's actually guilty. Oh, you want who the real murderer is? Oh, fair. We're gonna get started. Wait. Let's see. Yeah. Francisca, we're... Oh, Oh! Let's see, play Turnabout Memories. So... anything could be on the table with Turnabout Memories. Mia could be the defendant, for all we know. Well, no, if it's a flashback, it's probably not Mia. Well... how did I get into this mess? It's the judge? You think it's the judge? Alright, well, we're about to see. Why? Why did I do that? Okay, is it... that girl? You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Oh, bad. Don't talk about her like that. Ow. Slapped. So. Alright. Penny's getting ready to get a payout, it looks like, of imaginary funds. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay. I see we are also having a side bet for if the judge is human. Okay. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. So it's like her second trial ever? What's going on? April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem. Oh, of course, Grossberg. So you had a leg up on the competition, Penny. Sad. Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Right. Let go of my lapels. So she did the whole, like, I'm relaxed. What do you think of this, you know? Yeah, okay. No, Savvy, you're so right. Phoenix was Mia's weird little girl. Let go of my lapels. Because every lawyer in the Phoenix Wright universe needs a weird little girl. And absolutely Phoenix was hers. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry, it's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me, what with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. Yeah, fair. Just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. Yeah, okay, you're right. Mia doesn't whip people like Franziska. So, I mean, she's got a point there, yeah. You know, you're right, Penny. Mia has been most of Phoenix's weird little sidekicks, and whenever that happens, let's be honest, Phoenix is the weird little sidekick. Yeah. What, and you've already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have. I think... Give me a second. Damn. I don't think that's all the relevant facts. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our clients see you're so nervous. You see, the poor young man is in the pink sweater over there. That's our client. He's still wearing it? Like... Baby girl. Yeah. Cough, sniffle. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep a smile. Keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no problem. Shoot. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something? Mr. Rye? Actually, it's right. Like the Flying Brothers. Okay, interesting. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Sensible. Like, Phoenix, right. Like, you know, two things that soar, I guess? I don't know. You know, yeah. Phoenix did apparently have... His motivation for becoming a lawyer is apparently being accused for murder. Being accused for murder, but also his friend being accused of theft that was actually totally his fault. Absolutely. Phoenix rises and the Wright brothers fly. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. Girl, Mia needs to stop, like, grabbing people's shirts and shaking them violently. I think... No, yeah, he was accused of theft. Did I say that Larry was accused of murder as a child? No. I meant theft. Fair. Whatever it takes to stop someone from staring at your chest. You're right. You know, girl, that gets you focused, you know? That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. It's been a year since... Huh. Yeah. No, yeah. I know Larry was accused of the stealing, not the murder. Yeah, his friend was accused of theft, right? Larry. Oh, whatever. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Oh, okay, so that explains why there's been a year. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. Okay, so you lost last time? For my client and for myself. Night nerds in a room. April 11th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Give me a second, let me actually, what is it? 3 p.m. 4/9. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, my client, a third-year art student at Ivy University, currently has a cold. Phoenix Wright became a lawyer after being an art student. That's a turnaround. Yeah. 5 years is not enough to have significant age, you know, necessarily. But you're right, the judge doesn't age. The judge should definitely have aged a little bit, maybe. Justice is timeless. You're right. The victim, he was a fourth-year pharmacology student. Okay. And Dahlia Hawthorne, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Do you think Doug swallows? Does Doug swallow? I think so. Dahlia Hawthorne. Like, Black Dahlia? Like, she's the murderer. With that name, she's the murderer. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Judge this loss. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. He looks a lot less stressed. The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Girl, you gotta lie better than that. Yes, well, you're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. I would like to interpret this as he actually was a pretty good lawyer, and then Mia's about to trash him so thoroughly that, like, absolutely thrash him so much that he'll lose all confidence for the next decade. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Payne is the real murderer. Yes, well. Next, we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body, and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. No. His father, Mr. Payne. Very well. Court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Crime photo 1. Yep. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Well, you can't tell that the electrical line hit him? You can't tell that he was electrocuted by the electrical line? That he was electrocuted to death? Judge, do you not have the autopsy report in front of you that says fatal shock? Your reputation for sagacity? I've never seen this word before. Sagacity. Sure. Is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. Sagacity. An unusual death. What do you mean, Mr. Payne? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will. I'm a what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Oh, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause? Go on. Please say you know at least this much. Yeah, electrocution. I'm so sorry, I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. It's the only page of the file. Died by electrocution. Oof, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab. Already seen it. All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Gotta stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. I just pressed tab. Here? We already looked at it. Now, then, would the attorney of the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electrical shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution, But how could such a thing happen? The power line. Did the murderer use some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps? Judge. The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He's one of he's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. He is a serious lawyer until Mia fucks him so. He's gonna be shattered for decades to come. I can't wait to see how underwhelmingly she does it, let's be fair. This man's gonna lose to a wound once and it's gonna shatter him entirely. It's not even gonna be like that bad of a defeat, let's be fair. He's probably just gonna... He's probably just an absolute misogynist, yeah. Suck it. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know? A smiled sting ruins this man's life. You're right. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? Ah, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then show it to old Greybeard's face. Wait, let me... Almost forgot. There you go. Huh. Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grosberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence is the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the tab, so be sure to go over it all. I already did. Now then, let's see what you got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? Oh, I got Winston Payne's now. Prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence. A little is an understatement. He kills rookies, but that's not relevant. Huh. He does make the 3 face. Do we think estrogen would have saved her? All right, but also Dahlia. Let's see. Yep. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. More like a B3, you're right. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least as much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Question mark B3, yeah. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay, you're not supposed to call the defendant to the stand. Like, you just don't do that. In fact, I don't think we've done that for any of these. Wait. No, yeah. This is like the first time we've called a defendant to the stand in any of the games. What? Just don't do that, you know? It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect. No. He means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand? But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you. Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? He's trying, Your Honor. He's really trying. It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relationship to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. Yeah, I don't see you wearing a mask, Your Honor. Absolutely. This goes both ways. Witness testimony. The victim and I. I admit, I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Ah! So Doug Swallow was a boy. See, so you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew. Looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh? Seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be... this witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction? Fair. Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? The victim and I. It's cross-examination time. Alright. Well, I guess how would you... Like, in all fairness, you don't have to have talked to someone to know that they're a stuck-up British wannabe. Like, I'm just gonna say that if someone is very clearly being a stuck-up British wannabe, like, you don't have to talk to them to necessarily know that. They're gonna let everybody know. But this is definitely where we gotta poke, you know? Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly know the guy to begin with. But that's right. I mean, why would I even... Though he is just British. Is he just British? I don't know. I guess Doug could be just British. Well, it doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Everyone knew that. Everyone knew that, right? Honestly, yeah. Well, Mr. Wright... No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... So always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. See? It's like walking on to it's like the inverse, or not the inverse, it's like the complimentary example of walking on a duelist island and going, oh yeah, that guy's American. Yeah. The American guy wearing the American flag bandana, totally. I don't know anything about that guy. No, you never talked to him before. You know what's his deal.
All right, let's talk.
Did you see it at the crime scene, the Union Jack, I mean? Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear, I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. May I ask you something, Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor. What is it now? Who is this person, anyway? This Union Jack fellow. You know, I want to make a comment about how Union Jack isn't really a name, but it probably is in the Phoenix Wright universe, you know? There's someone called Union Jack, and they are excessively British. Yeah. Union Jack is actually a socialist, you're right. Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now? Man, there's a contradiction here. Quickly now. Show the boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean. I don't know. I don't see it on the back of his shirt. I suppose that's what it is, you know? Okay, Mia, check the court record carefully. Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point? Yeah, I'll handle it. 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself. You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'll be fine. I know what I have to do. Or you always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof. Okay, Mia, one more time from the very beginning of... Yep, alright. We don't talk about Union Jork. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. You're right. I would have no clue that the guy I know as being the guy I see around the campus, the guy who goes to the same school as me always wears the same t-shirt with a Union Jack on the back. Like, I would have no clue who that person is. Absolutely not. Come on. I have no idea at all what he's... Yeah. So we still don't know what circumstantial evidence means. You're right. Always wears the same t-shirt. Do you think estrogen would have helped Doug swallow then? Because, you know, what I'm hearing is L-extrogen. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but... was the brand that you took, an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a sec. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, should I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo from the crime scene. What's this? In the victim's hand, it's... Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment. Sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Damn. I got him. Sensing his murderous intention, Mr. Swallow must have picked up a bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright, and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Osmosis. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well. The court will accept them into the record. Crime photo 2. And the Cold Killer X. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? It's really bad. Oh, my buttocks, my poor, poor hemorrhoids. Truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock we split up. Then later, when I went back to find him lying there, I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Yeah. Sorry, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. What really happened? Truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3... yeah, duh, we already did. I don't... Jesus, time of death is after 3. Yeah. Phoenix, Phoenix, Phoenix. You killed this man, didn't you? Hey, done randomly. He's not a public defender yet, though. He's still a third-year art student. Does this evidence establish that... Wait. No, but his what? No, this game. Fine. So what was it you were talking about? You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime? Hang out again sometime. I wish that were true. I found the body. Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him? Well, that's right, I was. Why? Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up. Hmm? Ooh, shrimp and garlic. Ooh. Well, if is he gonna be a writer? What kind of art student is Phoenix? That's a good question. Oh no, yeah. Phoenix Wright is a writer with a book. Fair. Okay, wait. So time of death is at 3. Phoenix Wright commits arson. You heard it here. Your Honor, what, Damn it. This is the example case. This is the tutorial case. Oh, I'm really fucking this up. Fine, let's just press on everything. I think you should catch cold this time of the year, isn't it? Well, it was raining, I mean, you know. I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I should sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh? I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine? Well, I always take one after meals. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Daily incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Why did you punch me in the jaw? Punched him in the jaw, Mia. I'm sorry, I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Mia's ready to fight, like... Well, Mia? I don't know, I can't seem to find any contradictions. Boy isn't exactly what I'd call a natural born liar, you know? But still, we can't have him continue to spot nonsense, I know, but what can I do? Yeah. Have you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is my, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart. Oof. What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden. Go for it, girl. Delia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is. So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. So the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Yeah. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist, I see. Gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details. Yeah, sure. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit early in your testimony, you said something interesting. So the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. High voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Fine, I think we're getting somewhere. Yes, we are. Good. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. Not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What? What do you mean? Knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there's one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. I mean, like, that's why you don't call the defendant to the stand, because there's no way you can, like, trust a testimony from them, because, I mean, they're not going to incriminate themselves, you know? Not on purpose, at least. How the murder was carried out, of course, just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor. How exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Sure, yeah. Establish the murder? Yeah. Your Honor, yes, Miss Fay. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I totally forgot about that. Girl. Now then, Miss Fay, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Power line. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well. What? Right there. But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. It's right there! I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fay, where exactly is the... Yeah. Oh, naturally. It's right there. That's what? What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. But I don't think electricity would kill me. Because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. So then the high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That clearly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to know about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. How do you use a cable like that as a murder weapon? Come on. Achoo. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. His fingerprint? Are you telling me they found his fingerprints on the electrical cable? That's insane. Alright. You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Ah, you mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. Really? The defendant has electrical superpowers, Your Honor. He fell into a vat of electricity as a child, the same electricity that killed his father. Well, yeah, okay, that's a backstory. Ah. Palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Did he? I think we conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. This show's over, Mia. Know that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor. It's time I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. There we go. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay? Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us what the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. You've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Huh. Well, wait a minute, Mr. Wright. I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further... Cough. I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. Girl, you shouldn't... Oh, it's none of your business. Yeah, we already watched this technically. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. If you're lying, just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Yeah. Don't talk about her like that. What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. But please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. Still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Okay. I pushed the victim. Guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Cringeberg. Yeah, when was this game released? Because, like... That was a very, like, on the, like, that was a very on the nose reference. Like, not on the nose. That was a very dateable reference. That's what I mean. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed and Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable, he died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. Yeah, released in 20... Did they edit it in 2012? Because I did hear that they did edit out... I have heard of one thing that they edited out, but I didn't really hear about anything they edited in. Yeah. Yeah. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. You know, doofus like him couldn't miss that. Miss Fey, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. When I pushed the victim. Can you tell me more about what happened in a little more detail? That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Ah, alliteration, Michael. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest. And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen? Right, there was nothing like that at all. But is it possible that you merely overlooked it? Well, I guess it's possible. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. I believe what's important here is that the moment the push occurred. Let's continue. Loud noise, and what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm sure. Yeah, let's go for more details. That's right, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How'd I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah! Could it have been... Yes, could it have been Herpentellus? Yeah, like... Crossberg should not have said what he said. But, like, alright. Sure, man. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Yeah. Yeah. Fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a cheap umbrella. It was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Yeah, I can imagine why you have a cold, Phoenix. Savvy's trying to murder the chat. No, Savvy. I'll defend you, but well, I'll try. Then I wish I had any kind of... Yep. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well... Yeah. This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered in his testimony. Yeah. How perfectly fitting flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. Court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Yeah, let's on that also. Yeah. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stays up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want your rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Wait, so... is she actively still knitting it? Like, is she not done? I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol. Yep. Oh, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. She kicked him in the stomach. Right behind the witness. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Boyfriend sweater curse. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but oh yeah. At that time, did you see anything else at the scene of the crime? No, nobody. If I'm not home by midnight, it starts time. Yeah, it's a flimsy sweater that is designed so that she has to keep like re-knitting it every day to like as a weird form of like shackling him to her or something. Like if you leave, the sweater will unravel. So you have to like constantly come back to me or else, I guess. It's very flimsy shackle, let's be fair, because I mean, you know. Yeah. Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Wildom? Yeah. So we can find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. Pray the judge will make this final. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at this crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want it presented as evidence immediately. Yep, that's a crushed umbrella. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. Yeah. From question mark B3 to up arrow B3. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No! Damn. I must say, I still find it hard to believe, we're having a recess on the tutorial trial, that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Oh, cool. Victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Cool, cool. Yep. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. Seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. Afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly, and this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh yeah, she killed him. She absolutely killed him. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right, she was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? Sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Alright, I'll be back in 20 minutes, y'all. Have fun, just, you know. Yeah. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Quick throw on the waiting screen. Yeah. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life? Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure. No problem. Dahlia and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Oh no. Phoenix! Was she here testifying about someone else's murder? Again? Oh no. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side anyway. Okay, can someone answer what the feasibility of being a double major art student, law student is? Or I guess pre-law? Is he a double major art student and with pre-law? Like, is that a thing? Whatever. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. Also poison. It's probably filled with poison. Certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she was so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Oh. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. It's poison. It's definitely got poison in it. Is speech writing an arts degree? I don't think that's an arts degree. That would be like a poli-sci degree. Okay, well, technically that is an arts degree, but I think, oh, shit. You're right. I completely forgot that in America, we call social studies an arts degree. Fucking, I have an arts degree. Fucking hate it. I hate it here. Yeah, it's Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, but it's technically a Bachelor's of Arts. You're right. Wait, but, okay, so... Yeah, something like English and rhetoric, probably. Well, but that would be an English degree. That would be an English degree, not an arts degree. That is separate. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you know? This happened on August 27th right here in this courthouse. Do you just happen to have a clipping of this ready? And okay. Okay, yeah. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe this is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? 828, almost 8 months ago. If you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg, I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. Yeah, literature degree would make some sense. I do know that, like... I do know that taking it... I do know that to become a lawyer, one of the degrees that is somewhat commonly taken to law school is an English degree. So yeah, fine. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Seemed shorter to me. Or was it longer? To be continued. Immediately! Yeah, let's save. Alright, and now we are overwriting stuff again. Because I didn't think we'd have 10 save slots for all 3 trilogy games, so I really overused them in the first game. Yeah, I guess this is just something that happened to happen to him, you know? Yeah. Jeez. Well, this is how he got in with Mia, I suppose, you know? Like, the childhood shit, that still led him on the path to wanting to become a lawyer. This is what led him on the path to mentor with Mia. That's what I'm calling, you know? Yeah, but damn, sucks to be Nick. Always. Alright. April 11th, 12:13 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Alright. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. Prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. The butterflies, they just... I mean... Okay. Yeah, silence. In my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. Yeah, she for sure isn't, yeah. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Oh, she'll definitely get a fair... Jesus. So, like... Did the butterflies just wander in on their own, or does she have trained butterflies? Does she spray herself in, like, pollen or nectar or something, like, every day to attract the butterflies? What's up with that? I can't believe he actually said that. Yeah, it's... She, Savvy, she walks in and up to 3 people get butterflies in their stomachs, but the butterflies are floating around her. So are you implying that they get butterflies in their stomach, and then the butterflies, like, chest burst, you know, like, out like Alien? Yes, that is what you're implying, Savvy. Okay, fair. Oh, now then, witness, can you please state your full name? I am. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my bash them with your gavel? That's assault, sir! Yeah, well, fair. Kalima them out. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I must feel right at home. Not at all, it was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Girl, I don't think you can say that. Sir. Posture check, fine, yeah. Fair. Is there something I can help you with? Just go on and say whatever is on your mind. And hydrate. It's being shaken, yeah. Yeah. Hydration. Yeah, what milk? Just go on and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Feeny? That is one of the worst pet names. Oh, my Feeny. Yeah, she has no milk or cake or anything, but like... Alright. Yeah. This girl is a stick. Yeah, Boy Scouts build park benches out of her. She is a stick. Yes, I can see why you'd say that. She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Yeah. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. Alright, well. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. It's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. Maybe his body just did that. Are you... Savvy, are you disparaging the possibility of nicknaming Phoenix Nix or Nixie? Are you disparaging the name Nix? Savvy, are you coming for me? I think Nix or Nixie would be a good nickname for him. Okay, so you're saying they don't fit because he just doesn't deserve them. He hasn't earned it like I have. There can be only one. No, I know that's not true. In fact, I have a selection of Nixes, you know, that I know that are they're all good. They're all nice. Honestly, I've contemplated making a Discord server, another Discord server. Not the public one, join my streaming server. But I've considered making a private one for Nixes. And it's just gonna be everyone I meet whose name is Nix, or I might have some honorary people in there, cause like on Wednesday when I dropped y'all off with the Nixie cat, name's technically Natalie, but her streaming name's Nixie Cat. She might get an honorary invite, you know. But yeah, no, I kind of want to make a Nix server. Phoenix would get an honorary. Phoenix could get an honorary invite, but like, maybe. I should enter my villain era. I should. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Tee-hee. I do not know. I cannot do a good tee-hee. 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 You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. Oh, they know each other. So you can be the Phoenix, and you... so that he can be the Phoenix and I can be the Phoenix? They're both... Okay, yeah, fair. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. This pun wanted to make you cry. Oh, then cry. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam Fey. Madam, I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. Savvy, please. I'm planning to go back to Feeney's place. Yeah. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeney never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony? Fair. Do I have a proper contract? Oh, I forgot to read this. I want to read this. Murder in the courthouse? Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Well, there. Do I have... leave it alone for now. What did Mr. Wright say when he saw you? I'm sorry, I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me. Don't remember? Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior. Judge, you have to, like, write shit up. Like the sentencing someone isn't the end of the case for a judge. You need to, like, put your thoughts down to paper of why. That's a normal, that's how judges work, right? Like, I'm not saying that that judges actually type up their thought process behind a verdict, right? Like, that's a thing, right? Jesus. Gavel out and go. Okay, well, fair. Please, someone, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me. Sure. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs. I don't think that means what you think that means. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. Oh, last 10 minutes. Shit, stuff happened. I don't know. Dahlia just said that she went to call for help by asking someone from the pharmacology department to call for help, and the way she described it was, oh, those boys sure do love their drugs. That's what stands out in the last 10 minutes. There was probably more. A group of about 10 research students come running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seem to know what was going on. The student knew what was going on. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just that they all seemed kind of excited about something. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. Should the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Anyone would have been my dear? That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deeper to find the contradiction on this one. I've been planning to go back to Feeney's place after. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Feeney, I mean Mr. Wright, is in the art department? If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology department building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh ho, how wonderful. Is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do when a man reaches this age. Sleep is his best friend. Are you telling a judge to die? Are you... Girl, get it. Like, respect on this one at least. That's supposed to be poetry. Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. Okay. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Feeney and Dougie, they were talking behind... Okay. Who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago, when I dumped him abruptly to start dating Phoenix because I accidentally ran into Phoenix in the courthouse and had to hide evidence on him. So what were Dougie and Mr. Swallow, Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How could you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. Right. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please go on. What did you see next? Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. What did I say when he saw you? I'm sorry, I was so flustered that I really don't... Oh yeah, we did question on that one already. Whoop. Let's try pressing on this one now. Saying that the victim would just collapsed on his own? Yeah. Let's just look quickly. Feeble eyes are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? Well, what? I would never. Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Stare this man down. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Fair. Alright, I should have just pushed that entire time. Alright. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground. At that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. Girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows... Okay, wait. Yeah, Dougie, we've done this. So then what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Y'all. Well, why did you go and why did you say students? Yeah. They're very fond of their drugs. How could the students have known what was going on? Yeah, we already... Okay. What was No, that was the test when it was just about falling on the... I'm lost. You're fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual. The sound. Duh. Wait. Yeah, duh. Didn't hear anything unusual. But Phoenix did testify about the sound. Duh. Fuck. I'm not bad at this. You're right, the sound there, and I don't know. Yeah, hearing. Oof, thank you, Sevi. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. It's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the fact that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud snap. No, loud noise. Sharp, loud... whatever. He said that. If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Yeah. Hair switch. Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. You don't know. May I have a moment to answer? By all means, I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on. I was listening to music at the time? Are you serious, girl? Girl. Well, no, Winston Payne is the tutorial prosecutor every game. So like, yeah, on one hand it's to use his objection, but on the other hand it's yeah, they're just, you know, he does have a weird objection. Yeah. All right, headphones. You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Also, girl, you're calling out Thor on this one? Okay. So I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a second. Mia, that testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. I mean, like... Yeah, there was lightning? Was... I mean, it could have been Zeus, it could have been Thor. But also, why are we... What? Okay, you know. Literature student. Yeah. Still. Why Thor over Zeus? But also, that's... Okay, so am I wrong to say that in a vacuum, calling out Norse gods over a Greek god or any other god is an orange flag? Zeus does cause more issues, let's be fair. Like, on its own, it could mean nothing, but like, girl, why are you into the Norse gods specifically, huh? Huh? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fey. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Sure. Sure! That's not what happened, but sure. We'll you know, this keeps the case going. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. When did Ragnarok come out? Ragnarok definitively... Well, no, Ragnarok hadn't come out when these games were released, but was it out when this was set? The first Thor movie, fair. 17 was Ragnarok. And this game would be 2011, you say? 2012? Yeah, fair. Defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt. 5 years prior. Well, it's 5 years prior to... Okay, so it wasn't very clear. This could be 5 years prior to the first game, or it could be 5 years prior to where the rest of this game takes place. So, if we're only doing 1 year, if it's only been 1 year at a time, then technically, if the first game was in 17, then we're currently in the year 2019, maybe 2020. So this would be 20, like, jeez. This could be the year, like, 2014, 2015. Huh. Maybe in their reality, Thor Ragnarok came out a couple years early. I don't know. It appears that the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. Oh, objection. Yeah, Thor Dark World, yeah. That is the more sensible options, but like... Okay, if it's Thor Dark World, that's still questionable, because that wasn't a very good movie. Nobody thinks that was a good movie. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fey. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, you know. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location. Fair. Maybe Avengers. Do you think this means that Dahlia has a Tumblr? Do you think she's a Tumblr girly? Because if we're positing that she's just a big MCU fan, that the creators of this predicted the MCU, and that's the explanation for why she called out Thor, or she's low-key, you know, fascist related. Not Tumblr, AO3. Oh, you're right. She's totally on AO3. No, you never talked about the spin-off. Oh, no, yeah, I think I've been mentioned that. I've heard of that. Dahlia does have Grimes vibes. We have evidence that the electric cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Quinn. Well, what is this evidence? Tell me, girl, this affidavit. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. Kawaii. Okay. All equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden at around 3 o'clock p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 o'clock p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. Oh. Wow. I didn't see that coming. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. Well, cables broke too. Okay. I don't know who that is. There's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? Ooh, trick question. I don't like this looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. Defendant's testimony said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened around 3 o'clock p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion, and it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See that umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged in the pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and the victim was electrocuted. Not immediately. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order. Order in the court. Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. Mia, bloodthirst. It is true the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to... Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the... Please, just once, may I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. The truth is, Feeney pushed him twice. Girl, that's such a... First time was into the electrical pole, that's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeney caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapped and Dougie being electrocuted. He was snapped and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away? And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. And I'm doing the right thing, am I? Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court? I was a bad girl, I know, Mr. Judge. Yes. Would you please forgive little old me? Of course you won't. What you do is called perjury. Oh, come on, it's just a little white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Not fair. Oh. Well, okay. Okay, well, if that's not the point I'm supposed to be pressing, then... Dougie tries best to run away. Wait. Less than a minute. That is such a fucking minute detail. So... What was it? Okay, so time of death was at, like, 3. But the cable snapped at 2:55. So it can't have been less than a minute. Clearly it took 5 minutes between being hit into the pole and dying. I think. I really hope I'm not overdoing this again. I sometimes do jump ahead a little bit. Nope. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. It's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? That's not at all what I presented. Not at all. I'm glad it worked. Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take it for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. Stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Okay, 3:05. Fair. So 10 minutes. 10 minutes then. Even better for my argument, you know? Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is that what time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. She had explained to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during the 10-minute interval. The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. This is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Okay, so I guess we're just pointing the finger right at her, okay? I don't think we're quite ready for this, but, you know, I guess we're pointing at Dahlia. Could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. I mean, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madame Fay? I didn't do anything. Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge. You are... Oh. Who holding it? Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. You. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said. It's just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Right. Strike, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Leave my Dolly alone. Sigh, that boy. He's got himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Cool. Let me read that real quickly. This is a lot of evidence for a tutorial case, huh? Alright. Let's see. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria. Date, time, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando. Lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne, age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. So, she was being questioned about a third murder. Jesus, girl. You've got to be able to clean up your messes with something besides murder. I guess, to be fair, we don't know it was a murder that she was being questioned for, but, like, that's what I think. Well, you have his hammer, you're right. You know, this is what they don't tell you, that, you know, average murderers stop one murder short of fixing all their problems. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. I'm sorry, what? Mia was dating this Armando? Okay. Okay, fine. They had to just bring it around to a boyfriend. Fine. Now the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, This man is breaking. May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. Sniffle. That is, go right ahead. Madame Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. Told you that you should let me handle this. Weep. Sorry, but please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. I believe that girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. Well, yeah, I read it. I read the police report. It's in there. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria. Why is there a cafeteria in the basement? That doesn't seem like the right place to put a cafeteria. But fine. And then that same day, the two of them accidentally met. I think she likes murder. Fair. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? Witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, good luck with the work. I hope it's not too heavy. Because, you know, someone's got to be able to lift it, right? But yeah, yeah. Are we implying that she just keeps killing people, and most of the people she kill are already in the courthouse? All right. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Lift your legs or the planes. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Oh, that was Phoenix that said that, actually. That's right. Do that again, and you will be held in contempt of court. Now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Who is her, and why are we getting her? First met my darling Feeny. Yeah. Courthouse reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. It's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. Toast. I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Nah! We're pressing further. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. Come to this courtroom to do some research for a paper I was writing. What paper? Huh? You're writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern semi poetry and the criminal underworld. Sounds like a fascinating research idea. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff. Mia, why did that girl really come to this court? Yeah, well, okay. I was supposed to present. Oh, missed the button. No. Was she named in this one? There, oh yes, there it is. Suspect Dahlia. Okay, good. She was here for other reasons, and we can prove it. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago. That this is unbelievable. It's true that... Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander her. Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Express some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. The poisoning. Ah, the poison for Armando. Armando's poison. The poison to poison Armando or whatever. No. I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness' testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. Terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today, and I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel strong? Oof. Alright. Mia, you're growing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence absolutely smashing. Hydrating, okay. Hydrate or die straight. Remember that, everyone. Gee, I wonder if a 4th-year pharmacology student would be able to make poison. Nah, that seems unlikely, right? You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it in the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table, you. No. That's nothing but... May I say something, Madam Fay? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of that... We know what it is. It's just the necklace. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. For proof? Just got me good with that. Provide some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Fay. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. Yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime scene. Phoenix has it. If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carrying, and what happened? What happened to it? Do that. It's right here. You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So defense was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Fay? The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. What are you saying? There's a deadly poison in there? Well, I mean, there was. Not anymore. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. Yeah, probably. No. Order in the court. On behalf of Dolly, I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Are you saying that you don't think Phoenix could date Dahlia? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Harsh. Mr. Wright, please open your eyes. She's like solidly out of your league. No, at this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne dating you is because of that necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insist on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Oh. Eek. Mia, are you alright? Defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him. Did Phoenix just make a run for it? Oh. I think you just got some jail time. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think... I swapped their voices entirely. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace with Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now? Damn. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. Afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate the... No. No, I don't believe you. You ate it? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits. What the? What? What is he doing now? Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, the bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think it's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There. It's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. Oh. You're wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? It's maybe impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. Ugh. Even after I've proved so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed. Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Fay. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believe in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Okay. It's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Oh my gosh, Swallow was foreshadowing. Yeah. Your Honor, the defendant is Miss Fay. You tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? Put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Fay? If you're so certain you'll be through, then let me ask you this. Maybe this is your last chance. Think carefully now. It's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore, exactly who was Miss Dolly planning to kill? Phoenix, I guess. Probably. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out, but let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. How can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. No, she was just using him. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cares about was one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace, that's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why he tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. No, it can't be. It's impossible! Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Feeny, what a joke you are. Oh, hey, well, yeah, that was Dolly. Yeah. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne? It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? Seems your sniveling little crybaby client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Well, if I can figure out where she put the poison for Feeny, Feeny's poison, you know. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. Sorry, what? Getting fired? Okay. Just say getting fired. Disbarred even, maybe. I don't know. Lose your license? Better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Miss Gray. Come on, Miss Faye. Can you provide evidence that would establish your guilt once and for all? I mess up here. My career as a lawyer is over. To be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, rather use my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Okay, well, it's gotta be something I have on hand. Impossible. You can't possibly... Stupid woman. What happens if you cause a time paradox? Lose me as a student. Is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. One piece, okay. Just one. If you're unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. Just understand, yeah. I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. It's the bottle of pain or cold medicine, isn't it? Because I mean, like, the poison is not within Phoenix's testimony. It's not in the police report. Probably not the umbrella. Let's be fair. Probably not. Yeah. Just one piece, but there's 900 episodes. Ugh. Hey, welcome back. Here's your honor, the evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take. If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took this bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I'd like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence, huh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Huh. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago. Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Yeah. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. Huh. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Well, Miss Wright, ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Ah, yes, the expert legal defense. I dare you to do it. This is totally admissible. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Oof. Those butterflies just burst into flames. Do you think you've won well? Do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later, too. Okay? This isn't 1% of my power. I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Okay. Did she just get arrested? It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? You see, yeah. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Yeah, my hair. It's, oh, my beautiful, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he just got, like, I kind of guessed his hair was just gonna fall out over the next 5 years, but no, it got blasted off. And just blasted off in court. Alright. Male pattern baldness beam blast. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. Knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. No, you didn't. Here. Don't lie. Just admit you're wrong. By the way, Miss Faye, Your Honor, was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne? Can't be possible. Appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? Can't be true, my dear Dolly. I'll appreciate you. Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Laser beam. Yeah, well. Yay! Phoenix is not guilty. This court is adjourned. People have died. Drop the confetti! You're wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking, go on. Dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the Dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Deep fake. The Dolly that was on the stand was just a deep fake. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. No need to forget about her, Mr. Wright. For your own sake, you need to. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. That's not good. Eek, what kind of company does this guy keep? He keeps the company of children. I'll give you that right. Yeah, right now he's 21, so, you know, not children probably, but in a few years, he'll be keeping company with literal children. So, you know, that should be a good judge of the kind of maturity of people he hangs around with, I suppose. Also, there's Larry. Not a good case for him. Not a good case. Or at least the right files. Oh, no. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. If I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Sure. Sorry, I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. Yep. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. Yeah. Memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. Wait a second, let me... Damn, I wanted her profile. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Texas. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Turnabout Memories. The end. Yay, and now we're on to the stolen turnabout. Alright, sure. Time. Almost 1 a.m. Yeah, I got time. Alright, so I'm going to actually throw the... No, overwrite this one. I'm going to throw a save on the books. I'm going to... Excuse me. Time is 1 a.m. Beep, beep, beep. I don't gotta do the beeps. There's an actual beep effect. Oh, a safe. Detective, we made it. Whew. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Gumshoe. Ho ho, you said it, pal. Must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check? Well, 73157? I think that's... Ah! We've been had! Masked salutations. Out front, guards! Turn on the searchlights! Haha! Better luck next time, gentlemen! So is this not a murder? Haha! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. So I guess we're prosecuting a jewel thief? We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ah ha 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 ha! Mask to mask salutations. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, fair. Alright, we are here at the offices. I'm gonna take a quick, couple-minute break. I'll be right back. Just, very short, going back. But, I will send you to the waiting room. So, like I said, I will be back. See y'all in a moment. I'm back. It wasn't too long, right? I've heard very good things about the new Superman movie. Yeah. Like, you know, Superman. But yeah, I'm back. Alright. Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. Am I cleaning the toilet right now? Is there a toilet, like, here in the main office area? Posture check. A little bit. There we go. Okay, well, this is important, I suppose. So, what are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me like that. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Huh, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Hurley, of course. Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Hurls, you haven't changed a bit. What are you doing here anyway? See, has it been a year? I don't got their ages, never mind. Me, what more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. What are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this? Some kind of poster? Treasure exhibition. That's in rough shape. The Sacred Urn of Crane Village. Crane Village, isn't that? Yeah, y'all's home. That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? It does not say that. Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? Treasures of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but... The promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? What do you mean extra special? That's the outfit you always wear. Yeah, is that what they're calling now? Yeah, is that what... You're right. Skilled is... Sure, Phoenix. Same Maya. Different day. Same outfit, also. This young lady here is Maya Fey. The younger sister of Mia Fey. My friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Sure. K-pop Demon Hunter, I've heard so much good about that also. I need to watch movies that are like... I need to watch new movies more. I'm still not going to watch those until they've been out for like a year. Year am I? Yeah, fair. Been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? This little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling's master. Huh. No, it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Earth Nick, how long are you going to make 2 gorgeous women like us wait? Yeah, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Sigh, looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Treasure exhibit poster added to the court record. Cool, 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 cool. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor Main Exhibit Hall. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest, most expensive department store. Why are your treasures being exhibited at a department store? Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Why? Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. That's funny. Yeah. This literally is just the junk that they pulled out of a storeroom and was like, you wanna display some stuff? We got some stuff for you to display. Don't tell them it's the junk. Well, there could still be a murder. We've had some cases. So, we've had cases in the past where they've played with the format a little bit, you know? Like, yeah, so there could still be a murder, in all fairness. But yeah, so far, we have seen the setup technically. There could be more. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the... Yeah, we read that. Hey, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Yeah, fair. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Yeah, let's examine everything. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Oh. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around, with nothing on it. Yeah. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Friendship? Greatest treasure. Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is, right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. Yeah, is there a bullet hole right here-ish? I think that might be a bullet hole, yeah. In that murder case that happened in Crane Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf crane sacred writing folding screen. If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures, too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. I love museums! Take that back, Nick. Morg, I need to know that now I am imagining, yes, the department store exhibit. Like, that's the future of the British Museum, absolutely. Once things are sent back, or like, you know, they've got all that space that's going to be unused, so fill it, make it a department store with some British exhibits there, here and there, I guess, you know? No, okay, yeah, Savvy, you're also right. Oh, Mystic Maya, look, I can't believe it. Ah, it's so cute, it's a little diorama of Crane Village. Yeah, look at that. Somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fay Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. Kinda want it to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. Alright. Move to the basement. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. A monster! You're right. A monster? Hey! Girl, I'm glad she's doing something good instead of, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Adrian. Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and the planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Yeah, well, let's talk. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who's this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? Yeah, we never told her about what happened while she was kidnapped. What? I just thought it would be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you, the Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? I mean... After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lily Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. Security guards are all very highly trained as well. Sounds great. So what is with that face she's making? Alright, well, let's, examine. Camera. Security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of preservation is worth a pound of cure, they say. An ounce of prevention. Yeah. This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above. And that means what? Camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. It's not a very high-tech computer, but, you know. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on is burr. Ah! I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Girl has one thing on her mind at all times. It is hamburger. Unless it's Silver Samurai. Sometimes it's Silver Samurai. But it's usually hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Why wouldn't someone write hamburger that big? Like maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something. Just got a point. I kind of doubt it. Uh-huh. I've got it. Maybe it says... spaghetti. No, I don't... How? But... Girl, that's not at all... Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be a spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Yeah, trying to explain case law to Maya. Imagine a burger. Also, like, I have to say that her suggesting spaghetti as what it could be is insane, because that is a massive typo. But she does have a point that it being a typo does explain why it's here in the storage, because they got it made and there's a typo, and so they just shoved it in storage instead of, like, it makes sense. Well, It's no way is it a typo for spaghetti, though. That's insane. Okay, to me, besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Fair. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Yeah, white. Alright, let's slide to the right. Ooh, that's a nice statue. It says organic, organization, No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Oof. Burn. Alright, let's look at the statue. Mystic Maya, take a look at the door. That's Mystic Ami, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the crane channeling technique, Ami Faye. Statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Ami Faye's golden statue. A statue of the founder of the crane channeling technique is holding the Shichishito. I don't need a pronunciation guide on that one. Shichishito? Shishito. I will look that up. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? How do you not know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen the statue. I guess so. Thing is, the crane Shishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Honestly, you know what? Let's see, what was it? Give me it written out. I just want the phonetics. I don't want it. 7-branch sword. Well, it's an actual thing. Give me the frickin' pronunciation guide. Internet's useless these days. Ishito. Wait, no. No, the Shishito is a real thing. I didn't even realize that it just was giving me results for the actual thing. Okay, so this is a parody of... No, maybe not, because I'm seeing... I did see some results with the... God damn it. Shishito. Shishito. I guess. It's gonna be a mouthful. It's gonna be a mouthful no matter what. Shishito. Alright, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Girl. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look. It's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. 12th floor? This department store has 12 floors? Why don't we dine together? At least 12 floors. I like the sound of that. Dine. Sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs then? A little British there. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day something terrible would happen. Oh. October 12th, 10:09 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? Okay. Moving on. Give me a break, would you? My brain has just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. Gonna turn on the TV. Got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found on the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it's the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lord Lee Taylor, you don't think. Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask to Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The crane's sacred urn was stolen. Oh, well, if that's your most sacred treasure, girl, I think you depreciated its value a little bit, you know? Oh, that was Pearly's problem. That was Pearly, though, so, to be fair. What? Alright. Guess we're going. Alright, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you. I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? Also, what happened to us being on the, like, being cool? Like, what happened to that? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Yeah, why don't y'all kiss? Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now's a good chance for you to try to remember it, right? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Yep, that's totally something you should remember to say, Pearly. Just call everyone Dick, you know? Absolutely. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah, good to see you again, too, I guess. I think teaching Pearly his real name was a mistake. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? You're trying to remember my name, Attagirl. It's Gumshoe, okay? He is aware of the optics. Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask to Mask. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime, you mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy, it's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solved one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Okay, we're gonna circle back around to that. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask to Mask. Is he famous? Nick. What, you're joking, right, Nick? Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. I think sliced bread's not supposed to be hot because then it's then it becomes toast. I think toast is what you're thinking about, Maya. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting villains. Moving on, but underneath these disguises is the true Mask to Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling cards before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. So, why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit, pal, maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men out on a stakeout. You're right. He's an ace detective because he's asexual. Absolutely. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. It's diversity. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime, right? Now looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card? Here it is, but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? It's Mask to Mask signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. Of course they would. Of course they would keep that from the public, Maya. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. Yeah. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycats someday. I don't think that's a good thing, Pearls. Thanks, I guess. Alright, now we're moving. We're walking. October 12th. Lord Taylor Basement Warehouse. Oh no, the Shishito. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. It's the 2nd time. It's probably because it's air-conditioned, to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? Okay, he's the thief. Alright, no way is he not also the Mask to Mask. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh, silence. Now I see it's all become clear. What do you see? Zavari, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Hey, I resent that. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic could say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. My name is Atten. Look at me! I hate it. I hate it. I even said it like I tried just saying his name, and I definitely just said what it's supposed to sound like. I hate this guy, partially because his name. I'll admit his name really unsold him for me, but at the same time, Alright, we're going. Alright. Ace Detective. Oh, hi? Don't let him introduce you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. Don't let him intimidate you. Say introduce. The name's right. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Well, why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? I'm just gonna start examining. We'll talk to you later. See the box, the sword, sign the... Yeah. Ooh, ladder. Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? Well, what do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye witness. An eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think he pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. That is what he said, yeah. There's something you wish to know about? You have but to ask Atme. Ask Atme. You know everything there is to know about my... I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask. What do I do now? Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. Okay, I guess we're talking to him first, actually. Fine. So, are you really as famous as you say? Of course! For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me. You can't just say the thing that your name sounds like. That is the one line you're not supposed to say. Fine. I am Mask to Mask's archenemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heel of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. Took it back from Mask to Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Did they? You can't just... Museums can't just give out incredible jewels as rewards. That's not how that works. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like, about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Your life? I mean... he's stolen 4 or 5 things now. I mean, you know... Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you'll find at me, laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Unfortunately. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Master Damask's calling card. Huh, you were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. A calling card arrived, right? Yes, so, ace detective, that I am. I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. And waited for him alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? He's got a fair point. The police are pretty useless. ACAP. ACAP. Absolutely ACAP. Includes this man. Let's be fair. Probably includes this man. Guess I don't actually know if he's affiliated with the police, but I'm betting he orchestrated this whole thing. ACAB. Got a lot of nerve after all. It was you that let Miss Damask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of sight of others. Concealed? Girl. Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb. Is it? I don't know. Sounds like something Sun Tzu would say. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I would be here. For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Yeah, let's go back to examining. Oh, it's all gonna be... Yep. Ooh. The security at Lodetail, I will be coming to purloin the most precious work of your art on display in your Treasures of Crane exhibit. Take good care of the speckled urn, would you? Yours truly, Masked Damask. Am I supposed to be pronouncing the star Mask Star Damask, maybe? Like, is his middle name Star? Alright, can I say that this guy's middle name is Star? Is that gonna be controversial for y'all? Yeah. Yeah, let's present. Master Damask's calling... Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Master Damask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm sorry, am I your arch rival now? Okay, sure. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Ace cousin apprentice. Okay, you know what? I have to reverse things now. You see, making sure we knew that the detective was ace was, I claimed it was diversity. Made the story diverse. But it actually isn't, because literally everyone in the story is ace now, ain't they? Canonically, full ace cast. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to... Not Gumshoe. Gumshoe's not ace. That's because he's not an ace detective. Absolutely. Can't even joke. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Honestly, he keeps winning me back and losing me. Basically, every other bit of info. This man. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure that's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. Cool. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the At-Me Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Does he work out of a bakery? Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you excuse me, I have much to do. Well, wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to the office, too. Take me with you, okay? Sure. Well, we're examining. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry? Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? Constantly. Hey, Pearly. Do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Okay, we've definitely told her what a computer is before. I'm pretty sure we've told her what a computer is before. I've heard of those. It's such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. If someone comes in or out, where else the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. Yeah, Office of Earthly Delights is a pastry chef or a pimp. No in between. You might even find a photo of Mask Star to Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, when Nick's not part of the... Nick is not part of the... Actually, he might... No. Maybe... Nick's on the upper cusp of the, No, because it's 2012... No, it's 2017... 2019. He's like... 26 and 28... Yeah. Yeah! Nick is the computer generation. In fact, he's the only... He's the only person in this entire game who makes sense to know computers. She shouldn't, because she only knows iPhones now, and everyone older doesn't fucking know computers either. How they were unable to predict the future. Yeah, I'll eventually print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last time. Cool. Security camera. Yeah. Security camera? Girl. Yeah, go stand in front of that door and I'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah. Do the Bigfoot pose instead. That's what you should do. Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face. Just got a point there. I think Bigfoot pose, but you know. Like this. That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Like fingerprints. Girl, I worked so hard to make that box. Huh, you made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? Okay, don't call it a poor excuse in front of her. Yeah. Alright, Savvy, good night. But yeah, no, absolutely with the computers. But like, remember, it's current year 2019, and Phoenix is 26. He's in that zone. He's the millennial that he's a later cusp millennial. I'll give you that, but like he knows how to do the computer. He knows the computer. Okay. Maybe I just went to a southern school, but like we didn't have computers. Like we didn't have our own laptops in any of my schools. We had a computer cart. Like, so if we had a class project that we needed to do stuff on computers on, and we didn't go to a computer lab, because there were computer labs, and usually in the computer labs, but a few times we'd get like a computer cart, which was like, you know, they'd be wheeled to us. We were not told how to use those. I don't even know if my high school had those, honestly. I know my middle school did. My high school, I don't even know if we had computer carts in there. We just always went to the computer lab. I did have a computer class in elementary school and middle school, but we never, like... Yeah, like, fancy pants schools had you got your own laptop. I hear that that's somewhat different these days, that like there are actually like places that especially since COVID sent a lot of kids to virtual school, but I don't even know if that was really significantly different before COVID down here. Yeah, but like y'all in other states, y'all apparently got computers when like wild. Okay, that's insane. You cannot have a high school population that's almost the same population as your town. That's just insane. Yeah. Alright. Huh. What's that supposed to mean? Ern was always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Sniffle, sniffle. Poor Maya, maybe it'd have been better if Mask Star to Mask had taken the box too. I'm gonna pronounce the star from now on. So, get ready. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Jeez. Okay, but that's middle of nowhere. That's a different standard, Athena. You know, that is literally middle of nowhere. Of course, it's got more kids than population because no one actually lives in the in the city limits. In the township limits. I can't even say it's city. Shushishito, it's literally 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Oh, it's pretty heavy. One hit seven times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. And there's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword wasn't Mystic Ami holding it last night? Ah. Yeah. Well, that's why I called it a township, let's be fair. Thorpe. Another thing. Sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. Well, yeah. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. Sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha. I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed Mask Star to Mask with it. Like this. Did you just hit Phoenix with the... Girl. Not only is that evidence that you've just tampered with, but you just hit your... Girl. What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Yeah! Oh man, my head. My hair! There. Alright, should add it to the court record. What's with the paint? Oh, look, we did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint has already dried up. Well, then you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Never mind, there he is. Yeah. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of that stain. Yeah, it's where the box was. Huh? You're right, I wonder what it could be. This statue of Mystic Ami is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We can put it in the office. Hey, it's Right and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I know something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Statue of Mystic Ami. Was this where it was last night? No, it was where the paint is now. Yeah, we don't get to see we don't really see Nick all that much. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was close to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Alright. I think... Oh, let's check the door. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes of stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. Alright, I think that means we are leaving this location. It's at Me Detective Agency. Okay. This place is so stereotypical. He's got stuff pinned to his wall with knives. He's every like detective. He's every book detective at once. Like that's what he is. All right. I should really get to the detention center at some point and figure out who I'm actually defending. Am I prosecuting this one? Honestly, what's going on here? Legally speaking, we'll figure it out. We'll find out. This is a detective agent. It looks more like a set of some B-grade horror movie. Okay, this is not a B-grade horror movie. It's a B-grade, like, adventure film. You know? If we're not going to hit it on the nose and just say detectives film, you know, B-grade, like, not detective film, because detective film, nah. You know, yeah. It's like some sort of fantasy adventure. Like, yeah. Hello, is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Girl, you cannot just keep recommending stealing stuff. You're right. That is like some solid... That is a solid jade gramophone. Why? Let's take that framed picture back. No, don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. But first, let's poke around while he's not here. Whoa, it's a huge heart. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. A fireplace is built in the wall, a hearth is in the middle of the floor. Or middle of the room. That's the difference. And 90s pointing. Yeah, 90s pointing click adventure, absolutely. Hey Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. Can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Yeah. What a creepy painting. It's like he's looking right at me. Look at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Yeah. It's one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective, unabridged edition by Look at Me, Ace Detective? Bro, you wrote your own book? Okay. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Ah, would you look at that? There's a little Look at Me doll at the helm. How cute! Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. That's actually pretty. That's pretty cool. Building a bottle on a ship and putting a model of you inside on that ship. That's actually I give him points for that. Okay. There's a microscope here too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says "at-me virus." Huh. What do you mean "at-me virus"? This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. Alright. This desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. Girl! No, not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. I need to circle back. I think I said this in the first game. I need to circle back to the question of, did she get an education? Actually, no, I definitely talked about this in the last game, because I think I also asked about Pearly. Are they getting an education? Did they get educated at all? Come on. If by alternative theories you mean the ones you make up inside the head of yours, water is not organic. Girl, please. Alright, let's see, where can I go? Back to the right and Kola? Yeah, what do? The toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? Beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? It does. I'm asking you what I should be doing. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick? Okay, what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah! And get the sacred urn back. Alright, well... Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask Star to Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask Star to Mask. Alright, I know that, but like... Okay, maybe I should be presenting something to Gumshoe. Oh, I should... Okay... Everything... Yep, fine. Present. Okay... Fine... I get it, you didn't sleep well. Let's present this. Remember, don't tell anyone about that emblem, okay, pal? does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? Got that right, pal. Listen up. If you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away. Got me? Yeah, sure. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Mask Star to Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Amenon, or the Crown of Bangora. The Sacred Urn of Crane is famous too, right, Pearly? Of course, everyone in Crane Village knows about it, especially because you broke it. Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. What do you mean unpredictable? Back to the basement warehouse now? I missed something. I had to have missed something here. Ooh. What if I presented profiles? Is that what you want me to do? Fine. I've been on this guy's trail ever since his first heist, pal. Yeah, you're doing a really good job, I can see. Oof. Listen, pal, if you want to jump high, first you gotta crouch down, right? I'm a little frustrated now, but it'll make it much sweeter when I catch him. Anyway, that's what I keep telling myself every day. Well, good luck, Mr. Detective Dick. Believe in you. Ah, ain't you sweet. You're the only one that's ever said that. The only one? That's kind of sad if you think about it. Alright. No, I don't think sleep. Yep. Sure. Oh, do I have an age for deceased? Nope. Alright. Back to the detective agency, maybe? Did I miss something here? I'm insane. I'm going insane. Fine. Let's refresh my memory a little. What's the Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Crane Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Named the soul of Mystic Amife, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yeah, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Ami written on it. Yeah, you fucked up when you when you put it back together. Now it says I am. I know how that happened, Pearly? Huh, well, teehee. There are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? Puzzle better. That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The Sacred Urn, it turned out to be an important clue in that case. There! So I did have to talk to her, okay. I was terrible, I was arrested and everything. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna run this through. 1 year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings, and this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocent. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say on me on it. And Pearly broke it. Playing with her ball. So Pearl's accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Girl. It's because you don't have an education. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Ami, it says I am. Yeah. Can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. Can't believe it myself. Alright, now the detective... No. Fucking way. No way. Okay, here. We are. Good. Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix right here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe. I was not expecting Gumshoe. I was not expecting Gumshoe. Let's be fair. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. Stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Mask start a Mask surrendered? That's great. So when can we come and pick up Sacred Urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you... What, something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask start a Mask to Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. Okay. Sector center, huh. There's slim chances this is actually going to wrap up quickly. I am kind of tired, and I know I got streaming tomorrow also. I think I will call it. I did want to... I did want to finish the investigation sequence for the first case tonight, but... We've been doing this investigation for a little while now, and we're only just now, Oh, thanks for the follow to Mukin Khan. Mukin Khan. That's pronunciation until... But yeah, so tomorrow we will be playing Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Battles. Normally it's a build day, but we're gonna be kind of cooling it on the building for a little bit. I need to save some money. So we'll be doing Star Wars Jedi Battles instead. Wednesday, we should hopefully finish the Outer Wilds DLC. Hopefully. And then we'll be back to this on Sunday. So remember, you know, follow to keep up. Join the Discord server for any updates on changes of plans and such. Yeah. Let me actually just, save. But yeah. Save and then... Just me. Alright, so I will see y'all when I see y'all, my lovely stars. Thank you for hanging out, having a good day. Nice progress so far, you know? Real quickly, actually, while I think about it, let me check. Is there... yeah. Alright. But yes, good night, my lovely